guess I was kind of ashamed of my diabetes. I knew it wasn't my fault, but I was about to go into middle school. I just wanted to be like everyone else, and I was very private about my diabetes.
Most people don't understand it, or they judge it in the wrong way. But Camp Kudzu gave my daughter and so many other children just the hope to know that, hey, I can live a normal life.
It's taking that leap of faith that really is what families have to do before they allow their kids to come to Camp Kudzu.
Camp Kudzu is a way to train and educate our children in a camp setting. So she doesn't feel like she's being sent away to a class. She's going to overnight camp. And so she loves that environment, and we love that she can learn in that environment.
Everybody does what you do. And so they get a great lift when they go to camp and share that burden with many others and actually have fun doing it.
When I came to camp, I learned that this is just another characteristic of Lauren, that this isn't what I am, it's just a part of me.
We had guest speakers that came in and would tell us that you could do anything you wanted. As an athlete, it was awesome because I always thought that I would have to stop. I've done everything from jumping out of an airplane, I rode bikes, played baseball, played golf, and I've never let it stop me.
Camp is not a series of lectures about diabetes. Camp is living diabetes.
When people ask me questions, I'm not shy anymore. I don't try and hide it or change the conversation. I use it as a learning opportunity and an education opportunity to tell them about Camp Kudzu and about the impact it's made and what I need to do to take care of myself every day.
Going away to college, it is hard because you move from that step to where your parents are watching over you to where you're an adult and you have to figure it out.
By managing my blood sugars right, I'm able to function at a higher level as opposed to if I was running higher or lower, then I'm gonna have to miss work to fix it, or you just don't feel as well at work. Because of camp, I've gotten all the right tools and I met the right people, and if I'm having a bad day, I can call them up and we can talk about it, whether it's just a vent or if I need some advice on what I need to do next.
Just growing up at camp, I always had phenomenal counselors, and that really taught me about living with diabetes, taught me about just growing up in general, and it kind of just felt like a natural fit once I got to the age of 16 and completed the CIT program. I knew Camp Kudzu was going to be something I would do every summer. When I was looking at prospective jobs after college, it was, am I going to be able to take a week off every summer, at least one?
You come back here and you see the growth that happens and the progress that's made, not only in their diabetes care, but just in being a kid.
Camp Kudzu is a part of everyone here, and I wanted to give back as a counselor to kids that I knew exactly what position they were in, because I was them at one point.
My clinician taught me how to do a shot for the first time by myself, and how to manage my diabetes, how to carb count, how to do my first pump site change. That all taught me how much I cared about the medical profession because I looked up to my clinician so much. So now that I'm working as a nurse in a pediatric ICU, I get to see these kids coming in and they're terrified to learn that they have type 1 diabetes. But I've learned how to talk to kids and how to teach them that it's going to be okay and that so many positives can come out of it.
I really wanted to work in research and to come to Camp Kudzu and see how this research changes our kids' lives. It's really amazing.
I went with a community health route and ended up in nonprofit, and obviously the first nonprofits I looked for were JDRF, ADA, Camp Kudzu, like things, wanting to convince people to give money to something that I was so passionate about and just continue to create that support group for newly diagnosed families and children.
Many children with diabetes are the only one in their grade that take insulin, that do their blood checks, that have to count carbohydrates, and so they feel like they're on an island. They are all alone.
Every child who has type 1 diabetes, regardless of their geographical location or economic situation, should have the chance to come to Camp Kudzu. And that's our goal, is to bring more kids to camp.
It makes me really sad when I think about the fact that they have to limit the number of kids who attend sometimes, particularly boys, because they don't have enough male volunteers.
So it's just a matter of recruitment, sharing the vision, spreading the vision, getting the name Camp Kudzu out into the community.
I would say it's the best week your child will have. It's so important. They make such good friends. They have a great time. It's just been such a blessing in our lives.
The biggest impact on my life has been Camp Kudzu.
It gave me the confidence to follow my dreams, follow a career that I really wanted to pursue, and Last year I had a baby girl. She's perfectly healthy. I had a healthy pregnancy. And even now when I have worries about her, I have really nothing to worry about because there's people here who have type 1 and they have children with type 1. And I know that she'll be okay.
Camp Kudzu needs everyone's donations. And whether it's $10 or $10,000, you'll see the difference in all these children. And as a volunteer, I've seen camp change children and their families. So it really makes a difference.